It's another beautiful day, and yeah, I'm heading back into town. So what if I got to make another run into town? You know, a little exercise never killed anybody. In fact, I think it extends the life a bit. I got to make a run to the metro. I got to go to DIY again, pick up some stuff there. I just passed the barbershop, the Jungle Barbershop here a couple of minutes ago. It seems like they're not cutting hair today. They're just drinking Tuba. And of course, they had to stop me and ask me if I wanted a shot. And of course, if somebody asks you if you want a shot of Tuba, you have to drink Tuba. It's coconut wine. It's a staple here in the Visayas. They make it really, really good on Samar. Late day, it's a little different, but I like the raw, natural stuff because, you know, it's part of the Philippines. And of course, if you want to be part of the Philippines and look like you belong, you got to have one of these too. Yeah, that's right. It's a Vicks inhaler. You know, Vicks is used for everything. Mosquito bite, Vicks. Headache, Vicks. Sore arm, Vicks. Stuffy nose, Vicks under the nose, on the chest. I love it because I remember being a kid, and when my mom used to reach up under my shirt and rub Vicks on my chest, so it's like full circle. It's awesome. Simpatico, man. Everything is good. I love it. Get out of the way here. I'm also going to go to the metro and to the market to pick up ingredients for Caldereta. I'm going to be making that tomorrow. Of course, I want to chop up the beef tonight and get it, marinated in the fridge overnight so the beef is real tasty. And then I got to go to the market and pick up some fresh vegetables and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll show you how to make real Filipino Caldereta tomorrow. I'll be making that. So maybe next video I'll be making that. How does that sound? Things are getting more expensive here in the Philippines. I mean, gas has gone up. It's incredibly high. I think in some places 96 cents, 98 cents a liter. Hey, what are you guys doing? Man, I would hate to climb those stairs to my house every day. But then I'd be in hell of a good shape. But anyway, as I was saying, gas has definitely gone up. The supply here is running low as far as electricity. You know, it's good to go in the major cities and stuff, but I think in some of the provincial areas, they're having a few more brownouts, things like that. I know butane, which if you're not cooking on wood and you're cooking with the propane, that has gone up and it's in short supply. A lot of the gas stations have been closed. A lot of the gas suppliers have been closed as well. So you just got to look around and make sure you're good to go. The place is looking beautiful. It's looking really nice. The dogs are excited about it. I'm heading into town to get some more pots because I got some gardening to do as well. I love the plants, so. Now, cousin Kevin that usually gives us a ride into town has actually gone to Mindanao to work. You know, that's the thing around here. Sometimes you gotta travel far distances to find work, and he's down in Mindanao working for a bakery. Hello. This is one of my favorite parts of the walk here. It's like I'll walk through the alley area here going into San Andreas, and this is where all the kids attack me for money. Give me my money. Give me my money. If you don't cook with gas, you cook with wood. Oh no, I may have spoke too soon. There are not many kids out today. I may be able to make it down the alley beg free. Not that it bothers me at all. These are my neighborhood kids, so happy to give to them. Even with gas prices up, they still have not raised the trike prices like I can catch a trike at the waiting shed in San Andres and it'll bring me into town. It's still 15 pesos. Now, if I want 2 seats, of course, it's 30 pesos, but sometimes I pay that. But I give them 20 anyway, you know, a little extra because of the fact that the gas prices are going up, and I know they haven't raised the trike prices. So every trip they get, how are you? Oh, hey, you know, I live here, brother. Not so no good. Jer? Jerome, JR. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, buddy. And so I just, you know, I always give an extra 5 pesos. It's not a lot. It's not going to break the bank, that's for sure. All right, here we go. A little cash out of the cash machine. And I'll show you something that you see a lot here in the Philippines. Give me 1 second. Walk away from the cash machine, you see a lot of this. As they put their money away. But you see a lot of this. So my advice to you is always be prepared. Excuse? Thank you. Always be prepared, you know. That ATM that you go to often just might not be available at that moment, so it's always good to have a backup plan. Always good. No matter where you are, at what point of life, you always need a backup plan. One thing I recommend you try when you come to the Philippines is Bibingka. I can love it, okay, but not all Bibingka is the same. Like this little cart over there, that hands down is the best Bibingka I have ever had. I've tried it in other places. It just doesn't match. It just doesn't match that place. That little cart right there, dominator. Shopping in the Philippines, everything is a takeoff of a trademark from somewhere else. I'll let you guess this one. And again. They invited me when I headed into town. Remember I was talking about this barber shop yesterday, the Jungle Barber Shop here. But I don't need a haircut. I'm, you know, and they invite me for one in. Cobra man. Marasa, salamat. Tamo salamat. I passed so many times. You know, here, but I've got ice cream. I've got ice cream in here that I need to get in the refrigerator. Yeah.
Sit down, sir. Sit down, sir. Sir, you're a blogger?
Yes.
Sir, he is a blogger.
And your wife is
Ria May.
Ria May is from that place.
Yeah, Nasanogan. Yeah. Again.
Thank you very much.
Ria May
There you go.
is a niece.
You are welcome.
Niece of
Yeah.
Nanay.
Hello. See, it's the best.
That is Tuba.
Sir, you are welcome.
Yes, but I can't. I've got to get home.
Tuba.
Your wife.
Tuba.
Yeah, it's not that though, but because I've got ice cream in my bag, and if I don't get home, it will melt. No. Thank you. But thank you very much for inviting me. Everything looks great, but I got to get back though. Thank you.
We understand.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm a 17-year-old boy.
You are 71. 71.
No, 17.
17.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just one more reason I love this place. Like, everybody is just completely friendly to me. They're so nice, so warm, so welcoming, so sharing. You know, those people that deliver all those negative thoughts about the people and all of that, I honestly just don't know where they get it from. Not once in the years that I've lived here have I ever felt unsafe, unwelcome, or anything. All right, today I am making caldereta for everybody. Yes, the foreigner's first attempt at making caldereta, and I figure, you know, you gotta wear your Hello Kitty gear if you're gonna make sure that the food turns out right. Let's see here. Got my garlic. I've got my carrots and peas, beans. I got my potatoes. Like to put those in cold water to keep them pumped. Got my onion, of course. My bell peppers. No red bell peppers because of the fact that you gotta have liver spread. I got it all laid out. This is what the French call mise en place. And for those of you that say charcuterie board, you're wrong there too. It's charcuterie, not charcuterie, charcuterie. Let me just go over what I used here. I used a whole clove of garlic, well, a whole bulb of garlic. I used about 4 small carrots cut into about 1-inch sizes. I used, well, they call for 2 medium onions, but you know, here in the Philippines, the onions are small. So I used 3 medium small onions. And then, of course, I used a yellow bell pepper, which has a lot more flavor than just a green bell pepper. But you know, green bell pepper, you got to have that in there. I wanted the red bell pepper, but like I said, I ran out of time running around town and I just didn't pick it up. I figured it'd be okay. Now that's the beef for the caldereta. Now what I did is I put a half a cup of soyu in there, soy sauce. I use Silver Swan. You know, it is better than Kikkoman. I got to admit it, not a problem. So I used a half a cup of that and a 1/4 cup of calamansi juice. You know, to give it a little acidity. And we'll cook each ingredient individually just to bring out the most flavors that we can. Now I'm going to cook it in a cauldron, not a wok, you know, bigger pot. Because caldereta is really, you know, it's cauldron, so that's what I'm going to do. Now I drained off the potatoes. I'm going to put some oil in the pan, get that going. And since the carrots and the potatoes will be the hardest to cook, you want to cook them first. I don't want to cook them all the way, but give them a good, till they're almost soft. Throw a little salt in there, that's right. Of course, Rianne, the rice master, when she doesn't burn it. She always ducks under the camera. She doesn't like to be seen. Look, they're super shy and everything. They won't be on camera unless, of course, they're in their own hut or wherever doing a TikTok video, dancing and shaking their ass. Look how sexy I am. Every one of them does it. Like you put a camera in there, they're like, yeah. Then they're over there. All right, now that the potatoes are finished, we're going to throw in the bell peppers and beans. These you want to cook for about 3 minutes. You don't want to overcook them because you get a bitter taste from the bell pepper, and you don't want that, that's for sure. Add a little more salt. My God, that is smelling tasty. I'm going to put the onions in now. You may want to add a little more oil. You want to get those nice and caramelized. I must say, those were pretty damn good. Now when these onions get caramelized, we're going to add in the garlic, but we don't want to leave the garlic in there. We don't want to burn it or anything. We're going to probably leave it in there for about 45 seconds after the onions are nice and caramelized. Slacking. I need to get the wife. She's mentioned it earlier. She goes, you need to shave. So I should probably be doing that while I wait for the caldereta to cook off, or when I do the beef, you know, it takes a little while. You don't want to just cook it and brown it and then start putting everything together. You want to give it time to soften up. And don't try to cut the fat off of the beef, because we all know when it comes to beef, a little fat is flavor. Man, they smell awesome. They smell real good. I can't wait to infuse it with that garlic. It's gonna... Have you burnt it yet? You're welcome. Thank you. All right, I think we can add the garlic. All right, once you're finished braising the beef, you're going to put it all back in the pot. You're going to add the onions and the garlic and just a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. Let it cook for about 3 minutes. And then we'll add the broth. The water, you can use water, but I'm going to use beef broth. Brienne is so OA, she couldn't even wait for it to get finished, and she had to go eat all the meat. How was the meat? Marasa? Still about 30 minutes. I got to now add what's rest, the vegetables, the potatoes, the carrots, the beans, and the bell peppers. And of course, you cannot forget at this point, you must add the liver spread. All right, I put everything in there. The wife is suggesting Parmesan cheese, although that's not Spanish or anything, but she says it's going to taste good. So I'm going to give her that because, I love me some Parmesan too. And if you're a Filipino screaming at your camera or your screen right now, blame it on my wife. It wasn't me. But I said, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of meat in there. Like I said, I love meat. All right, I'm going to give that about 20 more minutes, get a final cook on those vegetables, make sure that they're nice and soft, and rice is already done. It's going to kick some ass. I just got this feeling. Every cook has to taste his food. Sometimes you can use crushed chili flakes, just a pinch for a little flavor. I've run out of that, so I didn't use it on this batch. All right, as I said, I got about 20 more minutes to soften up those vegetables, and while I'm waiting to do that, the wife is going to shave me. She insists on shaving me, so that way I can have a nice shirt on and clean shaven for a nice dinner. I think I'm agreeable with that. All right, fresh shave, new shirt, out of the shower, feeling good. It's time to eat and see what the family thinks of the caldereta that I prepared. I think it's going to be a hit. I must say, it looks pretty tasty. What do you think, honey?
Yes, it is.
Again, she doesn't like to speak English on the camera. We've gone through this before. Hello, are you ready to eat? Is it good? What do you think, honey?
Yes, perfect, Marasa.
The potatoes turned out perfect. The carrots are perfect. They're really, really soft without being mushy. Everything tastes great. The meat tastes excellent. Marinating it overnight. You can marinate it 4 to 12 hours, as I said. And again, a cup of soy sauce or a half a cup of soy sauce and a quarter cup of calamansi juice is what I used. And it just really, it brings out a good flavor in the meat. And then, of course, salt and pepper it as you'd like, because everybody's tastes are different. I put salt throughout as I was cooking it, but not too much as to, somebody may like it less salty, somebody may like it more salty. Of course, they can add that at the end. So I just made it palatable for everybody. But the flavor profile, that's right, I used it. The flavor profile is on point. It's awesome. I got to have some more. Thanks for tuning in again. Be sure to comment if you'd like to see something in the next video. Thank you, Rooster. Okay, I got you. Duly noted. Comment, like, subscribe, all of that. But most importantly, as always, be excellent to each other.